Hi, my name is Joshua. I'm with Blue Phoenix Creative. I was on Google and I was looking at construction companies in Franklin, and your website came up. So I wanted to kind of discuss like how you can get more business through your website, and there's just some things I want to go over. Um, so a lot of it is, obviously I can tell it's been quite a while since you likely had your website done or redone, and that's like these days with with like the internet, like this is like your first impression, right? And people are going to judge the entire business based off of whether or not the website works, is you know like responsive. So that means if it works on like a mobile phone, which I didn't really test that, but yeah. So they have to like pinch and zoom. That creates like a bad experience overall, and you could also even rise further up into the, like you're on page two. You could, or no, sorry, there you are, 12. So yeah, it's still page two. But having a website that is more SEO friendly, and responsive on a mobile phone, that can really help. In fact, they did an update, I want to say probably 2016, 2017, where sites that had mobile design in mind, responsive design in mind, would get better search positions. So we know that Google does that, and that can be affecting, your rate of business and, phone calls and all that. Um, so I want to use this website. This is a company out of Norwood. I did not design their website. I just found this today, and I was like, oh, that's a really good example, and it really highlights a lot of different pieces, that I feel like are very relevant for your business. Um, so the first thing is like when somebody comes on here, right? It's a huge visual experience. Like they're automatically drawn into, oh, this is their work and this is what they can do, and they start imagining themselves in that position, right? They imagine themselves as like that's their kitchen, or a similar type of situation. Like they see your work and they know what you're capable of. And then in design, you don't want to really pack all the information in. And it's kind of tempting to do that because it's like I want to give them everything they need, but it's better to give them the experience they need. And a part of that is seeing your work in a large visual format, because it's immersive and it immediately helps build trust. And it's because it's visual, they're likely to stay longer. So so the user looks at this, and then in design you kind of want to guide their eyes. So the next big thing is like this whole triangle up here with the logo. So they're probably going to look up there, then they're probably going to come down here because this is like the next big visual thing, and this is connected. Like not connected, but it's close together. I actually think it should be a little closer, but maybe like right there. But yeah, so this stuff is connected. So they would look here, then they would look there, and then they would probably look up here, and then look over, and they might look down here, and then they're probably going to come back up here and read this, right? Like, so in this statement here is actually really, really well designed. From a marketing communication standpoint, it says discover an easier path to remarkable results. And remarkable results is put in yellow. Now, it doesn't say what the remarkable results are, right? So if you imagine, if you will, like an invisible line right here, where the reader gets to fill in the blank, and they come to the website, they know what they want, right? So when they read that statement, when they read remarkable results, they're already projecting their project into that space. So the space can be filled with remarkable results with your kitchen makeover, your bathroom makeover, whatever. And so they're imagining themselves in this journey. Well, they're in a journey. They're in a journey to find the company that's going to build their the next addition to their home or something. And so the way you want to position yourself is less like we do this, that, and it's more like, hey, we understand that you're on a journey, and you're going to be ordering somebody to do your bathroom or your kitchen or whatever. And we want to be the trusted partner, the trusted guide, the person helping you successfully navigate the pitfalls and the stuff in this industry, because there's a lot of people who are new homeowners, and they don't know what they they've never done this before. My dad was a contractor, so I have a pretty good idea, but like some people don't know, and so having, being put at ease, like, oh yeah, we understand, that really goes a long way. And then another thing that, and I'm gonna keep going with the communication piece real quick, but um, it says again, like, discover a partner that you can trust to bring your vision to life. So to bring your vision to life, like that's their journey, like that's what their story is, that's their goal, that's their ambition, that's why they're there, right? And it's all about them. However, this company still positions themselves as the trusted partner. Discover a partner you can trust. So that, a partner, we're with you, we're here to guide, we're here to help. You can trust us, and we will help you bring your vision to life. We'll help you achieve this thing that you set out to do, right? And then again, going back to some people don't understand what goes into all this. We understand that choosing the right home professional to build your dream space can be a daunting task, and so it confirms their fears. Like all this communication, it's all psychological, right? And a lot of people do a really good job of this in person, right? So if they get the phone call and if they show up and do the estimate, they can close that distance, emotionally and relationally and psychologically. But the real goal is to get the phone ring initially. So it's better to close that gap on the website. And so if we're, a company puts up, we do this, that, and the other, and bye, they don't close that distance, right? It's all about, we do this, we do that. It's all about us. Like, look what we can do, as opposed to, yeah, we can do all that, but it's about you. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's about this journey you're on, this thing you want to do, and we're here to help. And so that communicates a whole lot better. And so another thing is, like, a lot of companies want to, like if you think about the user experience, right? Like they come, like let's say they find your site in Google, and they click in, and they've got the option of calling you, filling out a form, or they can leave. Okay, and they may not be ready to fill out a form. Like 30% or so of your people coming through the website, they might be in the actually maybe more than that. They might be in the kind of initial phases where they're doing the research, and they're just not really ready to talk to anyone yet. They're not quite sure what they want, maybe, or they're not sure who they really want to talk to, and so there's this big gap. It's like either leave or you call us. And so case studies, really help to close that it's a midpoint, right? So it can be, get inspired with RWC, and so now they're going to have a bunch of their work in there. Now it gives them something that they can download and take away, maybe even print out, and and then they have that, right? And so that's something else that they can be looking at, and it helps guide the communication with that customer a little bit further, right? And that helps them to not be in the middle of this, like, well, I either got to leave or call them, and depending on like what your website shows, especially in whatever page they're landing on, if it doesn't show a lot, they might not call back, and so that's that's a risk. So I do recommend a whole visual update on your site. I know that's feels daunting perhaps, but getting that will help guide users into the experience with what they're ultimately looking for, which is a success in their project, and communicating that you're the person to do it, right? So all that's really important. So I do recommend that, and then again, the communication stuff, I think that's important, and we can build that in. If you have testimonials, I would definitely recommend that. And then this is an older website that I did probably in 2017, 2018 or something like that. But this will give you an idea of some work. You can also check out our website, and this is basically, like, we don't have to approach it in this order, but like ideally we would look at strategy, then branding, then marketing, and then web design. And some companies are not like, I don't want to change my branding right now or whatever, and we really need this, that, or the other, and that's fine. We can work with that. But ideally, like, this just gives you an idea of like what we're capable of, and so yeah, feel free to reach out. My phone number is 857-209-4495, and then my email is sales@blue-phoenix.net. You can call or text the number, and you can also schedule strategy call, and we can kind of go over more of it. I kind of like somewhat did that, but if you want to discuss things, we can definitely hop on a call and figure out how we can, take your website to the next level. So I appreciate your time, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate. All right, thanks. Have a good one.